In 1 Corinthians 11:22 it says, "What? Do you not have houses to eat and drink in? Or do you despise the church of God and shame those who have nothing? What shall I say to you? Shall I praise you in this? I do not praise you." And then in 1 Corinthians 11:34 it says, "But if anyone is hungry, let him eat at home, lest you come together for judgment, and the rest I will set in order when I come." So this listener in Mill Hall, Pennsylvania writes, what is the meaning of these verses?
Well, the early church had this agape feast, love feast. It was marvelous. But when you get over to Corinth, I tell you, they abused it. And I've been to many banquets in churches, which I thought they should never have had. But I've also been to banquets in churches which I found out were very spiritual, very beneficial. And we found out in our tour to Hawaii, it's remade our tour. We serve 2 meals, breakfast and evening meal. That has drawn people together and to the Lord in a way that I didn't believe it could possibly happen. So that, very candidly, it's owing to how the meal is conducted in the church. I think there's too big an emphasis today on the kitchen. I've been in several new churches recently. They didn't even take me into the auditorium to show me that. They showed me the kitchen. Man, why, there's no restaurant. The Waldorf Hotel in New York City doesn't have a kitchen that compared to some of these churches today. And may I say to you, the great emphasis is upon eating in the church. Now, if it were done in the right spirit, in the right way, and the Word of God was used as a means of getting the Word of God, I'd fine. But I find out that it's the way for them to get actually away from the Word of God. In fact, I've heard the Toastmaster make a statement like this: well, tonight we're going to have a lot of fun. That means we're not going to have much about the Bible, you see. I don't know why that today we're letting this psychological malaise take over. And today we've got to have a great deal of self, a great deal of the flesh, and a great emphasis on that, and not upon the Word of God. And that you can't have fun studying the Word of God. Now, I've found that studying the Word of God's a lot of fun.